As I looked yesterday and today at all the things that I've been in, it only is a non-roaring situation for me. The more I look unto you, I see nothing for me. It's just a glance. I do not sit and I do not stare. I do not wonder. It's okay for me. I look, I wonder, I stare at all. None. It's just a thought, none indeed. As the days I go back and forth to my mindful of how we are, I sit and wonder, why do people say I need to go through things? And that's not it. It's only a guilt. It's only a gesture. It's only a roar. It's only a meaningfulness of words. So as I sit upon this couch, and I sit upon this chair, and I lay upon this bed, and I walk upon the floors, as I go in and out the door, as I go in and outside, it's only a way through the means of saying goodbye. I cannot see you again. I cannot believe it. It's only a wonder of when and where for the love that I have within you. For once I plenish it out and release it and bring it back to you. It's another way of walking to release all the things I have in mind of belief and non-belief. How much do I love? As I walk, as I wonder, as I stare, as I give the eyes big unto the other, the thought was a lie. I smile, I grin, I sleep, I wake up. My voice gets scraggly and weak. It's no uproar in me. The only uproar I feel is when I'm not around, and I feel I cannot have. For the days get longer, and for the days get weaker, and I am not stronger no more. So I say to myself, I'm going to drop myself to my feet. Then I say to myself, I'm going to drop myself to my knees. Then I say to myself, I'm going to drop myself to my feet, to my knees, to the floor. Then sleep. For the days get longer instead. Poems are poems, things are things, and days are days. Months are months, years are years, weeks are weeks. And my mind goes none. For I keep all sanity within me and release all insanity another way. But there is no insaneness. The only thing that's insane is what I see and not what I feel or do. Not this one yet. It's just a bit tabletist for saying the doubt of words within me when there's no words to say what for a blank mind, for a blank thought, for a blankness of everness, of words spoken already and don't have to go back on thy words, of a meaningfulness that's empty, for people laughing at what I say, hilariously unjusted. So I laugh back at what they do and what they want, hilariously unjusted, because they already have ice cream. And it's no scream. For the rhythm and the blues is no more, for it is rhythm and blues. For the earth stands and quakes multiple times within itself, and it rolls down jewels as it frees. And as they hit, it's all given out as joy. Has there ever been a study? No. Not on earthquakes? No. Not on volcanoes? No. People just say it happened and their study is unreal. And they can't find and they can't know what we know, for they will go to it themselves. Well, how greedy, she said. No, how fortunate, she said. Because we lavish and all we have to do is buy for what they find. Because we would get tired and weak and sore from picking what we want. We won't want to make it. Why? We're the buyers. So unquickened, you think, and quaked, the thought, the drenched of. So if your mind is not that weak, your mind is not that sore, she says, we'll lavish and not eat. Who, he said, would love that? Because I would want to eat too, he said. So he made her, they said. So as he dated her, he bought her jewelry and put food out and said, go ahead and eat, it's okay. And so she ate, and to him, he should take on punishment, he thought to himself, and she agreed none and took it upon herself to have him forgiven. For her mouth was hungry and thirst for the quenched taste of everything that he had lavished her with that day. whether it be food, jewelry, clothing, or shoes. Purses galore and everything to match. What had came through his lips was love, unguiltful but truthful love. That they would dance forever and be free of all the greed in the world. They thought it was greed. And he laughed and said, "Sweetheart, it's not greed, it's only family and friends." And she looked and said, "It is to you, but to me, it's greed." Well, wow. When you were born, they thought of you. And there was no greed in your eyes, they say, only to feed you in clothing of you and all others that was bought before them. So within that time, she learned and listened and learned to love and learned to have no greed amongst her. And she despised all those who thought of greed within them and loved no other but him. No, he said, you are to love me and more. And she did. And had fun throughout the whole livelihood of hers. And to this day, no one ever happened or know what happened to them.